Hello everyone. In this lab session, we are going to simulate according to the system given. There are two types of system provided. We are advised to identify the sequence, identify sensors, do a graph search for the system, identify group and its group actuator, then finally realize the model of the system in an A4 paper and provide evidence. After that, we simulated the circuit we designed. As for the system A, the sequence was identified as start A plus, B plus, A minus and B minus, where the cylinder A is extend, cylinder B extend and both cylinder is retract at the same time. So the sensors which used in this system are A1, B1, A0, B0. There are two groups. The group activator for group 1 is start A0, B0. The activator for group 2 is B1. For the first group, start from the push button sensor A0, B0, normally close relay 2 contact and normally open relay 1 contact. The relay 1 contact at the bottom act as latching. For the second group, we have contact relay 1, sensor B1, sensor A0 and sensor B0 are in normally closed state and they are connected to contact relay 2. The bottom contact relay 2 is for latching purposes. That's all for the control circuit. For the power circuit, contact relay 1 is connected directly to A plus to make cylinder A extend. Contact relay 1 and sensor A1 is connected to B plus for extend cylinder B. As our cylinder A and B retract at the same time, the contact relay 2 is connected to the both. So when the contact relay 2 is energized, the relay would signal A and B to retract. For system 1, one double acting cylinder and one single acting cylinder is used. Cylinder A must use non-sustained valve and cylinder B must use sustained valve. The circuit is constructed as followed by the ladder diagram we constructed earlier. When the sensor A0 and B0 is on, the push button is pressed so that the contact relay 1 is latching and make the cylinder A extend. When the cylinder A is in extending position, the A1 sensor and the contact relay 1 is signals the single acting cylinder to extend. When the single acting cylinder extended, the sensor B1 given signal and both cylinder A and cylinder B retract on same time. The process is repeated and the push button is pressed again.
I'm going to explain about system 2. Start off with the sequence. When start, cylinder A extend, then cylinder B extend, followed by cylinder B retract, then cylinder A retract. So the sensor used for this system is A1, B1, B0 and A0. So this is the model. Follow the sequence. There are two groups. The group activator at group 1 is start and sensor A0, and the group activator for group 2 is B1. This is the ladder diagram. Start with the contact push button, sensor A0 contact, normally close relay 2 contact and connected to relay 1. Contact relay 1 at the bottom is to do the latching. The second one, we have contact relay 1, sensor B1 and sensor A0 and latching contact relay 2 connected to relay 2. That's all for the control circuit. Next, the power circuit. Contact relay 1 latching with contact relay 2 and with sensor B0 connected to A to make cylinder A extend and retract. Next, contact relay 1 and with sensor A1 connected to B plus to make the cylinder B extend. Lastly, contact relay 2 connected to B- to make cylinder B retract. The question for system 2 is that cylinder A and cylinder B must be double acting cylinder. Cylinder A must use the sustain valve and cylinder B must use the unsustained valve. The question also said must use proximity sensor when each cylinder extends and use roller switch when both cylinders retract. So looking at our circuit, the changes at the circuit are the connection, sensor B1 and sensor A1 as shown. The cylinder will operate according to the sequence.